great guest today. It is Mark Alyn is with us. Mark, how are you, sir?
I am fine, James. A little hot, but other than that, I'm fine. But no humidity.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself, my friend.
Well, I've been a broadcaster for, let's say, more than I'd like to admit. But over the years, I've conducted an estimated 30,000 plus interviews. It's basically all I've done all my life, talking to people.
Mark Alyn with us today. He joins us live here on our big broadcast, coast to coast and border to border on iHeartRadio and also AMFM247.com. And so you've got a great new project out there. Tell us a little bit about this, Mark.
Well, everybody says growing old sucks. We've all said it. I know 20-year-olds who say growing old sucks. But it doesn't have to, and that's what we wrote about. The book is a guide to aging with attitude. We talk about everything from having sex at 90 to if your spouse passes, making meals for one. All of that and everything in between.
Mark Alyn with us today. He joins us live here on our big broadcast, coast to coast and border to border on iHeartRadio and also AMFM247.com. So this book is incredible. Why did you decide to write this book?
Because I kept seeing people saying, it's time to die. They didn't actually say that, but that's what they were saying to themselves. They were sitting on a couch. They would retire. They thought retirement would be fun. They thought that life would be amazing. But they didn't take advantage of it. They didn't do the one thing that we all have to do every day of our lives. James, do you know what that one thing is?
Live.
That's one, and it does start with an L. It's learn. How many times have you said, gee, I want to learn fly fishing or how to bowl better or how to play golf now that I have the time? And, of course, this is pre-COVID. But my point is that we all have to keep learning. Learning is living. And that's what this book is all about. There are so many people out there that just don't get it. They want certain things. They want to lose weight. They want wealth. But they're not willing to work at it. And so when it comes to aging, I think aging is a wonderful thing. I don't like anti-aging, by the way. Anti-aging is if you anti-age, you're dead. I want to keep growing. I want to keep learning. I want my life to matter. And that's what this book is all about. And just a little plug, James. The book is now available on Kindle for 99 cents.
Awesome.
You can't beat that.
Awesome.
Yeah. So you go to Amazon, you type in Growing Old Sucks, we pop up, and it's really terrific. So if you're out there and you're struggling with growing old, turning 50, 60, 70, or 100, this is a book for you. And James, you're too young for the book.
It is Mark Alyn. He's with us today here on our big broadcast. So what do you think aging with attitude means? Break it down for us.
Well, aging with attitude is, I'm not going to take it anymore. You go to the market a better example, you go to the doctor and you go into an exam room and they come out and they say, James, I'm Dr. Smith. How are you today? Now, what I tell people to do is say, not say Dr. Smith, but to call your doctor by his first or her first name. And you can explain that because you're at an age where you're probably older than your doctor. I hate 30-year-old doctors, but you talk to them as if you're an equal, and you don't take it when they speak down to you. By calling you by your first name and introducing themselves as Dr. Smith or Jones or whatever it might be, they're speaking down to you. It's how they were taught. And so by calling them by their first name, what you're doing is leveling the playing field. Here's a question for you, James. Who's in charge of James's health care, you or your doctor?
Should be me, but I would think that
Right.
the answer is probably going to be the other way.
Yes, because the doctor wants to take over. And the doctor might say, here, James, I want you to take this pill. What's it for? It doesn't matter. Just take it. Well, that's, you remember the old joke, if you bend your arm, okay, and you go to the doctor and you say, hey, doc, it hurts when I do this. And the doctor used to say, well, don't do that. It won't hurt anymore. That's the old way. When you go to the doctor and say, doc, it hurts when I do this, and he says, don't do it, you have to ask a follow-up question. Doc, why does it hurt? That's really important. That's taking charge of your health care.
We are going to take a brief break, and when we come back, we are going to keep chatting here with our guest, and we are going to take a brief time out. Be back with more here on our big program, Coast to Coast and Boulder to Boulder. Incredible new marketing partner with us today at Transmedia Worldwide. There is a new exotic instant gourmet coffee being introduced to the global marketplace. It has a special healing ingredients that you will like and enjoy. Check out the healing and financial rewards it has to offer you by going to this website, exoticcoffees.cafe. Again, that website is exoticcoffees.cafe. Okay, we are back live. We've had all sorts of shenanigans take place, but we are back live with our guest, and he is amazing. Mark Alyn is with us. Check out latenighthealth.com for more information, and the book is absolutely amazing. Growing Old Sucks, but it doesn't have to be, and he joins us today here on a broadcast. So, Mark, what's been some reviews and feedback you've gotten on this book so far?
Well, we've had some really good feedback. I'll give you a couple of examples. Dr. Joe Vitale, who was featured in The Secret, wrote about us. Terry Cole Whitaker has written about us. We've had people, I have a former associate dean of a college, Ron Fishback, Dr. Ron Fishback. He wrote about us. It's just amazing. And my co-author is just an amazing woman, a cancer survivor. She was born in Pakistan, raised in England, Canada, and here in California where I am. And she's amazing. She is a shining light and shows that growing old doesn't have to suck.
It is a great guest with us today. Mark Alyn joins us here on our big program, and this book, absolutely incredible. What's been, I guess, what is your target audience that you're looking to achieve with all this?
Well, it's interesting because we think the book is for everybody, because everybody knows somebody who may be over 50 or 55. So it's really geared, step one, for those who are over 50 or 55. but it's also for their kids, or maybe even their grandkids, so that they can get a handle on how to help a parent or a grandparent or an uncle or an aunt understand that growing old isn't the end. It's just the beginning.
We have got a great guest with us today. Mark Alyn joins us here on our broadcast, coast to coast and border to border on iHeartRadio. And also AMFM, 247.com. Tune in, iTunes, and of course check us out at JIGGYR.com. So Mark, this book, you've put a lot of time and effort into this book. What do you want readers to take away from your writing of this great book?
Well, what I want them to do is say, wow, I'm not dying. I'm living. How many times have you met somebody and they're kind of depressed, James, okay? And they say, my diabetes is acting up. My arthritis is acting up. I have to take blood pressure meds. I have to take this med. I actually was at a gathering, and everybody there had some kind of medical complaint. And I'm going to really tell you the truth. Nobody cares about that medical complaint but you. So why do you share that? It's, I mean, James, do you really care that, I'm 3 pounds heavier today than I was yesterday, or that my left arm hurts? No. You don't. Right?
Yes.
So that's the point. Talk about others. I mean, this is a great way of saying, I'm going to have an intention, if you will, of living my life to the fullest. I'm going to learn, I'm going to grow, and I'm going to help other people. And that's what Growing Old Sucks, but it doesn't have to, is all about. And by the way, we do have another website. We have growingoldsucks.com. And you mentioned time. I had this idea 10 years ago, and Servette kicked me in my tush. That's a word we can say on radio, and made me sit down and write this. It's a work of love, and it's available on Amazon for 99 cents.
Absolutely amazing. It is Mark Alyn with us today. He joins us live here on our big broadcast. So Mark, I guess as we wrap up here with you, my friend, this book, is there going to be a follow-up or anything like this coming soon?
Yeah, we've got a couple of other books. Servette is working on a book on her life, and it's called Life is a Cosmic Comedy. And I'm working on a book about hearing, and my book is called Huh? What Did You Say? How to Live with the Hard of Hearing. And I have to tell you, I don't think of myself as an author. I'm holding my book in my hand, and my name is on this thing. It's really kind of neat. It's a different experience. I'm used to sitting in your chair, talking to people, not being talked to or with. And it's just a great, it's a new thing. I'm learning and growing older, but I'm doing it with attitude.
That's awesome. Well, I appreciate you making time for us today. It was an honor and a privilege to chat with you, my friend, and I hope to do this again sometime down the road.
Yeah, anytime.
I appreciate it, and I will be in touch.